writing in a drama series goes to
showrunner and executive producer Eric Wallace.
It's a pleasure to see you guys. I hope you're all okay and you're safe.
Staying safe and all that good stuff.
Continue to stay safe and all that good. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Of course, I am showrunner Eric Wallace. I am the showrunner for The Iris, The Flash, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this stream.
We will see y'all in the fall.
Oh my god. I have trouble my inner Eric, so here we go.
God.
Well, I have to mention first things first, right? You guys better like that intro, because wearing the glasses for that long hurt so much. It hurt
It was
so
like
much.
20 seconds.
I don't normally wear glasses, right? But it was awful. It was awful. But yeah, there we go. There's our stream intro, and as you guys can see, I am now Eric Wallace.
I am Ultra Edits.
We got Eric Wallace here, and we got Ultra Edits.
Hello.
And I'm Arrowverse.
Arrowverse. But yeah, welcome everyone to the stream. How's everyone doing? For this stream, we have a lot of stuff to go over. We will be talking about The Flash Season 8, Episode 15. We'll be going over a bunch of interviews done with myself and then Entertainment Weekly, and we'll go over a section from the Flash podcast. We will, of course, be talking about the CW Upfronts because it does talk about my show for a bit, so we'll go over some details regarding to that. We do, of course, have some news about Superman and Lois Season 3 and then Stargirl Season 3 as well. And, of course, we'll be talking about Gotham Knights and Daredevil Season 4 towards the end. Yes. I have finally channeled my Eric Wallace. Also, we got the 8, 19, and 20 titles. Oh, yeah, we did. You did a wonderful job running the series, and congrats on the directing gig, Mr. Wallace. I was a very good director. I was so good that I literally kept the glow sticks on the screen. I was that good. Like, we need to show how we made those scenes. So I wanted to create a feel where, my friend, where we put the green sticks over there, so our audience can actually see how hard our crew worked to achieve this fantastic episode.
That is something you say. Even my friend was on point.
I'm telling you guys, I've mastered this guy now. I've mastered him fully, especially after that intro. I've mastered him.
Become your final form.
Yes, this is the leveled up Flashverse, I guess. Hello, Cal. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Carlos. Clusty. Yes, it started right now. We've had a couple of questions from Canada Graphs before, which I will pull up as well. Will the Flash Season 10 be delayed? Well, are we even getting a Season 10? That's another question. But will the Flash Season 9 be delayed? Well, wait, what? I mean, true. Knock on wood, my friend. Knock on wood. I hope we do. But, I write the seasons like they are series finales. So I'm thinking how we will wrap up each character's stories emotionally and, whether they will reach the dark path or not. So, yeah, good question, my friend. But, haha, I guess we'll find out soon enough. Will the Goldface and Friends series be moved to HBO Max, or will it be getting a theatrical release? I would love to tell you, my friend, but that would be huge spoilers. So, yeah, you'll find out soon enough. Plot twist: Flash versus the cameo for the Flash Season 8 finale. We will be talking about who that cameo will be. As
it's actually Eric Wallace.
Is it? Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Let's
Eric Wallace, like gold place cosplay.
Why did they keep the green sticks? It's just I wanted to. I wanted to create this different feel because all of our episodes, they're so similar. I wanted to create something unique, something that would stand out. So there we go, my friend. I chose to place the green sticks over there. So of course, you could see how hard our crew have been working to achieve this fantastic episode. And yeah.
So he's still an amateur.
Ha 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 ha.
If you are justice,
No, Jordan, shut up.
please do not lie. Sorry.
I'd love for this to happen, but sadly it won't.
Well, maybe in the midst of all the chaos, we get Amunet Black breaking out Goldface.
We have to have that as an interlude at some point, right? Yeah,
I-
No,
come on.
Eric, I literally want you to answer every single question in the stream as Eric.
But it's hard though, because some of them I can't really think about it on the spot. Some
just
of them, of
mention
course, they're
Iris,
easy, but-
just bring in Iris and you're
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
And say,
Why
"Oh,
did you enjoy the
Flash."
Chegra question, you coward? Because the core of the show is about Iris, my friend. Like the show is Iris. There is no Flash without Iris. There's no Chegra. Like the most romantic relationship in all of TV history is West Allen. And when Iris's time sickness is over, you will see Barry and Iris get together happily ever after. There will be nothing happening, nothing getting in their way. So yeah, we're gonna get those West Allen scenes, my friend. You just have to be patient. Be patient. Bro, I'm telling you, I've mastered this guy. I've mastered this guy now. But yeah, okay. So going into our first topic of the stream, we will be talking about The Flash Season 8, Episode 15, titled Into the Still Force. This, of course, is an episode that I directed. It's a second episode that I directed. And yeah, in my opinion, this episode is hands down the best interlude episode we've had. Would you guys, I mean, Jordan, I don't think you've watched it, but Arrowverse, would you agree when I say this?
The most what episode?
It is hands down the best interlude episode we've
Oh,
had.
yeah, 100%.
Like we had a lot of Easter eggs and foreshadowing, which of course it does link with the interviews which we're about to talk about as well. We had a lot of teases. They were all really great. I really enjoyed this episode a lot. The directing from myself, I was really proud of it. We had a couple of shots which I found really cool and like really different, and if like the way the episode was shot, it fit with like the mystery of the Still Force, I believe. So that was very well handled by myself, I believe.
Are you able
What's
to release the deleted scene of Chegra?
Was there a Checker deleted scene?
Well, you
I
should
mean,
know.
no,
You
I mean,
cut it from
I should know. I should know. I should know.
Because remember, you took off the director's hat, and then you put on the show running hat. Do you remember that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and in that swap, you realize that you had to get rid of the Chegra scene. So are you able to reveal what that scene is? Because apparently it sets up something for later on.
The
Or
reason
teases it, at least.
the reason we took off this. Oh wait. Haha, good question. The reason we took off this scene between Chegra is because we wanted to fully dive in depth with this in Kayla Compton's episode, which is episode 17. And she's a fantastic actress, my friend. She's so good, and she absolutely steals the spotlight. So
Was it an
you'll-
Emmy-winning performance? Or do you think
yes,
it should be-
definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
okay.
Kayla Compton's one of the best actors on our show, and she really deserves that spotlight because Allegra is such an interesting character that hasn't really been explored fully. So I'm glad to announce that in episode 17 we're fully embracing how like great of a character Allegra is. So stay tuned, my friend. You're going to be very, very interested to see where Allegra will go, because this will take her character story in a very emotional path, which I'm really excited for the audience to see. Oh wait, guys, I'm just wondering, rate my Eric Wallace impression out of 10, right? I want that ego boost.
It sucks.
It's like
It
a
sucks.
7.5, 8.
I'll take that. I'll take a 7. Of course, we got to find out about more of the Still Force in this episode, which it was really interesting and kept me hooked. We had some great scenes and interactions, such as that one interaction with Barry and Nora, and eventually Barry using the meditation connecting to the still force. I found that really sick. Um, but yeah, the concept for this episode was very unique, and that's why it stood out to me, I believe. They were able to work around Iris being absent pretty well with what they do with this episode, and of course, he's not going to be back until 19, I believe. So yeah, I'm interested to see what else they do with the next coming episodes. Of course, I know, but yeah, you guys wouldn't know. As I said before, we do have a lot of Easter eggs and foreshadowing, and yeah, I'm really, really interested to see what they're gonna do with it. But before we go like more in depth with the episode, I want to ask Arrowverse, what did you think of the episode overall?
Overall, it was good.
Did you like my directing
I'm
abilities?
joking. Yes, the directing there was phenomenal. Well done, Mr. Wallace.
Especially with the green glow sticks.
Yes, those green glow sticks were a nice touch. As soon as I saw that, the first thought that went to my brain was, oh, he's probably flexing, the cast, and crew's like ability to set up these scenes really well. So it worked. That was my first thought. And what else was there? Oh yeah, the music in the episode. I know
Oh,
since I'm a
yes.
shill.
Yeah,
I listened to the music, a lot of OG tracks, which was nice to see. And then the side stories weren't as good as
No.
the main story, but
Yeah. I was definitely much more interested in the main story than the side stories.
which is good, I guess. That's probably
Yeah.
what should have happened. But the good thing is, for me at least, Chester had somewhat of a decent story this episode and wasn't dragged down by the Chegra stuff.
I didn't really
And even
care
when
about it, to be fair. Like,
Ye-
I zoned out a lot when we had the Chester scenes.
okay, but it wasn't bad.
It wasn't
that's
bad.
the
No,
thing.
no.
Especially
It's
when
just there.
even when Illegal was there, I don't think those scenes were bad. Nothing bad happened in them. I was confused by the what's her name, Caitlin stuff, because
Mm-hmm.
um
It was during. How did it become like one day? Wasn't it at night when they filmed that scene last episode?
I think it was a day.
Mm. Wait, what were you confused about the Caitlyn stuff for?
Oh, it was just that um like it didn't go anywhere really.
Mm. You know, speaking of, you mentioned Caitlyn, right?
Yeah.
Like, I understand this that they couldn't do this early on in the episode, so I'm not gonna comment too much about that, right? But I found it so weird that no one checked up on Caitlyn at all.
No, you love that decision because you made the decision to not have anyone check on Caitlyn.
True, true, true.
Or was this
But
Eric
yeah, that's
Wallace
true.
dissing his writing team?
It's no, my friend. This was me dissing the Snowberry shippers, showing them how delusional they are, because West Allen is the core of the show. So I really wanted the audience to see that in this episode.
Oh.
But yeah, I found it really weird that like she lost her sister literally like what, a day ago or something. And well, not a day ago, like they had the funeral like a day ago. And no one checked up on her, especially like towards the end of the episode when I believe someone should have at least done something. I fully understand that they didn't do it early on because that back then they were focused on Iris going missing. Of course, Barry had to go in the still force and with everything like that. I understand that, but I feel like later on in the episode they should have at least done something where one of the members at least checked up on Caitlyn and pretty much saw how she's doing. Would you disagree with me?
Sure. Well, not really at the same time. Because
Hmm.
how what am I trying to say? Like, how long was this episode in real time? Like, probably was only a day, right?
Yeah.
I think it was. So I'm sure this is just me coming with a reason. I'm sure that Caitlin probably was wanting to be left
Alone?
alone for a bit. Yeah.
That could be possible as well. Yeah, I didn't think of
But
that.
then at the end of the episode, sure, someone could have been there, but I think there was only like 3 scenes at the end, and they probably kind of took place at the same time. So
That could be true as well. Yeah,
yeah,
that's a good point. I didn't
I mean,
think
we
of that.
might see someone show up next episode, but I don't think so.
Yeah, because
Although we
it
might, and
does.
they might see they might show up and see everything that's going on in her apartment and get freaked out.
I'm actually really interested to see Team Flash's reaction when they find out what Caitlyn has been up to.
Mm.
That's gonna be really, really cool. But yeah, Caitlyn's storyline in this episode was, of course, with Chillblaine. They're trying to revive Frost back. They're trying to bring her back. Of course, we have Chillblaine going against Caitlyn. At first, he's calling her Frankenstein, which, of course, rightfully so. She's literally doing what Frankenstein's doing. But wait, was Frankenstein the monster or the scientist?
Frankenstein.
Yeah, whatever. One of them, whatever. But that that worked with whatever he said to Caitlyn. So yeah, because the same thing applies. But yeah, do you guys think that this will lead to? I mean, I cannot say it because, of course, I'm the showrunner for this show. So,
Oh,
but do you guys think that this is gonna turn Caitlyn into like a villain or more of a darker character?
probably. I feel like there's something there, but what was said about Caitlyn at the end of the season? Did they say that she'd be in a good place or in a dark place? I can't remember. Like Danielle
No,
Panabaker.
but yeah, I
Danielle-
remember Eric Wald said in an interview that, in when the episode with Reverse Flash, how we saw like a more darker side of Caitlyn. I'm pretty sure he said that it'll be explored more later
Yeah,
on, and that's just like teasing her dark side,
yeah.
the
Oh,
dark side of the Force.
is a pathway to many abilities some would consider to be unnatural. That's
Who said
the
that?
Well,
Palpatine said that.
Ultrators versus My Heart of Dean in the chat, guys. Thoughts?
Oh wait, what? Okay, wait. But then Cal also says scientist.
Okay.
So I'm guessing it's the scientist. Whatever. Oh, I found the quote Jordan was talking about. So let's read this because it's interesting. I found it on our Discord chat. So Eric Wallace says, and guess this is in regards to Caitlyn's character. It's a bit of both. It all goes back to Armageddon Part 5 and that wonderful scene between Danielle Panabaker and Tom Kavanagh. We saw that Caitlyn has a much darker side, and she's willing to cross lines that we thought she'd never be able to cross. When she says, "I won't kill you, Reverse Flash, but I'll let you die," that was a clue to the audience that this storyline was coming. She is about to go down some very dark territory, and there will be consequences. Okay, that is actually interesting. I do like how, by the way, Eric was like tying everything up together. I find
You
that
mean you
really
like how
strange.
you're tying it up? Sorry, you just keep
How I'm doing it, of
referring
course.
to
Yeah.
yourself in third person. It's so weird. And why'd you have to read something you said? Far out.
But yeah, it does look like we're gonna see Caitlyn in that dark path. Whether she will actually become a villain or not, I don't know. Maybe she will inject herself with whatever she's creating, and then she fully becomes Killer Frost. Or like whatever she creates, it's not gonna be the Frost that they know. It's gonna be that villain Frost. Did I cut out? Because it's just my
No.
Wi-Fi things, but okay, whatever.
No.
Um, so yeah, when they create this new Frost, maybe it's gonna be like a full-on villain. It's not gonna have any of the memories she's had before, so it won't remember Chillblaine or it won't remember any of that. So maybe that's what's going to happen, and then yeah, of course, Team Flash will find out that Caitlyn pretty much created a murderer, and that's not gonna go too well. So maybe that's what's going to happen in terms of the consequences. But yeah, I'm really interested to see where this is going to go. Do you think this is going to carry on to season 9, or do you think this will end by episode 20?
I'm I'm just trying to remember what Danielle Panabaker said where she'll be at the very end of the season because I'm pretty sure she said there'll be a cliffhanger for her character, which means that maybe it does continue.
So it seems like it's going to carry over to season 9 then. And
potentially.
speaking of, by the way, I do find this quite possible. I do actually find this possible.
No.
I think that's what they're going to do, if I'm being honest.
No.
You don't think so? But
No.
especially like when we saw this like darker side of Caitlyn in this episode, I felt like this would have actually happened. I don't want it to happen, but it might.
I don't think that's gonna happen. If I feel like they've enough brain cells to realize that this isn't a good idea.
Yeah, that's true as well. But yeah, thank you, Cal, so much for the super chat as well. I really appreciate it. Speaking of Chillblaine, by the way, I like what they did with his character in this episode. I have redeemed so many characters that fans have been hating on. I've redeemed Jacob Birch.
Except for Jacob Birch, you butchered him.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I butchered Jacob Birch. I redeemed Chillblaine. Who else? I kind of redeemed Goldface, although I turned him into a much funnier character. But whatever.
He was already
Who else?
redeemed. Actually, no, yeah, you redeemed him in season 6.
Who else was there?
Redeemed. Give me my money.
Yeah, it's Jacob Birch.
No, I butchered him. I
But yeah,
butchered him.
Oh yeah, he butchered him. Yeah.
Yeah.
He no longer wants the money; he just wants his son.
Yep.
Yeah.
Give me my sonny.
Give me my sonny.
Oh yeah,
But
Kramer
yeah.
too, yeah.
Oh, I redeemed Kramer too. So yeah, I have leveled up
Yeah.
as a showrunner from the worst season of The Flash to
Leveled up.
one of the best.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they've redeemed Kramer as well, and she's become more likable. 100%. I definitely agree with what you said.
You made Barry a cheater though in the hot dog contest. You made him cheat.
It's not my fault. He's got this fast metabolism, man. Because I wasn't. Well, I'm not the comic book writer, and B, I'm not Andrew Kreisberg. So yeah,
Okay.
I just stick to the canon, my friend. I just stick to the canon. But yeah, I do like what they did with Chillblaine. He's much more of a serious character now, and yeah, I'm interested to see where his character will go. Do you think Zoom will return? We're going to talk about that in one of the sections of the stream, because there is something very interesting Eric Wallace says, which he said before, but like he keeps I've said it before, but I keep reassuring the fans that it's coming. You just have to be patient. And in regards to like the other things happening in the episode, of course we had Barry finding out that Iris has gone missing, and then he of course searches the city. We get a bunch of reused shots from season 7. We literally get a bunch of shots from Chasing Godspeed from season 7, episode 15, 16, and 17, I believe.
No.
Yeah. Wait, the one with the bridge.
Not
That was episode
15.
8. That was episode 8. That was episode 8. That was episode 8.
So the first one there was him running past Central City Citizen Media, blah blah blah. And that was new. And then there was the one.
No.
Then there was the one going into the loft, which was
The one going in the loft was episode 7. That was episode 7.
Bridge was
the one
episode
going
8.
past the bridge was 8.
Yeah.
The one where he makes that curve is episode 17.
Yeah. And then 16
what else did we have?
was when you run to the camera.
And then we had the episode 16 one, yeah. So
Had no
whatever.
camera shake.
Still a bunch of reused footage, basically.
But you said 15, so you're wrong.
Whatever, man. This is Godspeed arc still, same thing. So yeah, it was noticeable because of how recent they are, but the show's done this before, so
I don't know. What do you? It's like, a bad thing that reuse.
No. It's not a bad thing. No, it's just noticeable. That's why I just pointed it out. It's not a bad thing or anything. It's just there. But he searches the city, tries to find where Iris is. He goes up to Chester. He's like, "Yo, Chester, Iris is missing." So yeah, he runs a global satellite scan. He runs some like satellite scan to find Iris. Cannot find her. And Cecile has some new powers now. She can scan minds of Central City to find someone.
Wait, she did that?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
So what was the point of getting Chester to do that scan when she could use her powers to do that mind scan and find where they are? That was an L. That was an L.
Eric, man, what are you doing, bro?
Huh?
You're giving an L to yourself.
I am giving an L to myself.
Okay, fair enough.
My inner
You
season
get used to it
7.
after a while.
Yeah, my inner season 7 knowledge is king in. You get me? That's why I'm
Mhm.
good. So yeah. And then he goes to Coast City, and I just love how lazy we are, and we just use Central City Jitters as Coast City Jitters. We have Barry talking
I don't
to,
necessarily know if that's lady.
huh?
Means that they don't have to pay for
Bro, like at
another
least
set.
go somewhere else. Why use
Because they've already got the
Jitters?
set. They've already got the set there. They can just rebuild, like remake it to look like it's from Coast City.
Well, they
'Cause-
didn't do that. It looks the exact same.
Well, yeah, but if you do think about it, there's some like food things out there, whether it's fast food or not, that they replicate their layout in multiple
Does
places.
Barry pay the salary for Cecile because she never does her job? That is so true. That is so true. We haven't seen Cecile do it. I mean, I don't want to see it, so yeah, whatever. But she never does her job. True. She's more useless now. Yeah, we're Daniel Nicolette is one of our hearts of the show. She's such an enjoyable cast member to have on the
Mhm.
show. She really I can't find a good word. Whatever.
One of the greatest actors of her generation.
She's really one of the greatest actors we've ever had. She really radiates this positivity on set where it's just so heartwarming to have her. You really want to have make Cecile have these great storylines, and that's what we're definitely working towards. And of course, no spoilers, but fans will be very, very excited to see what's going to happen with Cecile.
Oh,
Oh.
the reveal.
Flash, you're gonna make me go, okay. Wait, what?
Ignore him.
Oh, wait.
He's
Oh,
just
is
being an
oh?
idiot.
I'm gonna make you cry. Wait, or what?
Just
Sonic
ignore him.
his brother involved.
Oh, whatever. Ultra L.
Yeah.
Barry is the source of income of everyone besides Joe and Iris. I mean, he's rich, right? Because he owns Star Labs. He pretty much has everything Harrison Wells once had.
Just sell off one piece of tech and get like $1 billion for it.
Exactly, pretty much. Do you think Zoom and Godspeed will team up, or do you think we'll get a team up with? If we get a season 10, maybe, because that article was from season 10, and Eric Wells does say a couple of interesting stuff about it, which we'll get to later on, and that might actually answer your question. But if we get a season 10, I would say yes. If not, then it would be really cool, but I don't know. How about you, Arrowverse? What would you say?
Fluctuating future, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That article
Yeah.
probably doesn't happen anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. But in the article, he does kind of say that we probably won't be getting that. So yeah.
There we go. That answers your question. Why was the Flash season 9 delayed? I don't know.
You do
What?
know.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, of course I do know, but
I think it's just rescheduling. Well, not reformatting, I guess.
I'm gonna give you my stupid theory. You remember the one I gave you last night?
What
I'm
one?
gonna
Actually, no, I forgot. So
we'll
see.
talk about it when we get to it.
Yeah.
Because we have it as one of the points in the stream. But
Okay.
it was that crossover theory I told you last night.
I still don't remember.
Check Twitter and scroll up, I guess.
It must have been so bad.
Oh, it must have been so bad that you didn't even look at it.
Yeah.
Do you think Super Guy and Lois will continue to season 6? I think. I mean, I don't know. Hopefully, but honestly, I don't know. But oh damn, we spent 13 minutes talking about the Flash season episode 58.
Probably time to
But
move
yeah,
on.
whatever. Barry finds Dion. We have Dion screaming and just appearing in front of Barry. They get the isotopic signature device working, and then they enter the still force. We have my glow sticks showing because I really wanted to show the audience like the
Uh-huh.
set pieces we use to create all of these masterpieces. And then we have Barry and Dion going around looking for Iris. We find the newspaper article, and we find out that time essentially like it changes in the still force, so it goes forward and then reverses, and then like time basically fluctuates. Like it's the past, present, and future all at once essentially. But yeah, they're looking for Iris. We get like a couple of future foreshadowings. Like we get that one scene with Iris, not Iris, Allegra arguing with I forgot the girl's name, but yeah, her. So I'm guessing that's going to play some sort of a big role in episode 17, saying that that's going to be an Allegra episode. And then we do, of course, have Barry and Dion finding that still force tracker, which Dion stored into Iris in one of the episodes in the Deathstorm arc. But then he ends up betraying Barry. Now, I was confused with that. I was like, wait, why did Dion do this? Arrowverse, do you have any theories for it?
Negative.
Like, what could it have been? Like,
The
um, like I don't think
well,
Dion
I
did it
don't
with bad intentions. I think he's still a good guy,
know.
right?
I think
Maybe like go on.
do I mention the theory? Do I mention the theory?
The theory.
Yeah,
The theory we're gonna I mean, yeah, sure, you can talk about
because
it.
I think it's linked to this possibly.
You think it's linked to Eobard?
I think well,
Oh, you just mentioned it, I
I
know.
think that when Dion got like what do you even call it, like sucked into the still force by Iris's time sickness, I think that made him weak, I guess, and that allowed the negative side to sneak through.
And that's helping Thawne take control of the still force, right?
Yes, and the other forces, which we'll see in the finale.
Yeah. So yeah, it could be Reverse Flash related. I mean, I think it's Reverse Flash related. But yeah, we'll see.
Mm.
And then yeah, we do have Nora tagging along with Barry. We get some really cool interactions with Barry and Nora. I love that talk which she gave to Barry. And then we do of course have Barry using Wally's meditation, and then he concentrates as an anchor on Iris's brush, and eventually we see him harnessing the still force. We see him seeing the past, present, future all at once. Now here people got confused, right? Because Barry mentioned Harry and Jesse. People thought that they were alive, but well, Barry specifically says, I see the past, present, and future. So he sees Jesse and Harry, but they're from the past. But then he sees others from the future, like Bart's kids, Nora's wife, and Max Mercury. Like,
Yeah.
that's pretty much what Barry meant. Like, he didn't
Like,
mean, oh,
the thing
Harry and
is,
Jesse were alive. Go on.
is that his past, present, and future, or is that just in general?
I think it's everyone, isn't it?
Because Harry and Jesse shouldn't exist.
Yeah, but the Still Force can see different timelines, right? Because it's
Can it?
well, Dion at least still remembers Armageddon.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Didn't he have that one interaction with Iris where he's like, "Oh, there's
So
this other
they're
time."
in the loft, and Iris says that she's been able to like faintly see them in the train station. He's like, and Dion's like, "Oh, if I was in a train station, I would have known."
No,
Yes.
definitely not. Definitely not.
Yes.
No, I'm
Yes.
gonna, bingo, L,
No.
L, 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 L. No, I'm gonna prove you wrong, man. I'm gonna prove you wrong. Wait,
Go up to the 809 opening scene.
Josh, you're
Hey.
arguing with the person that literally wrote and created this show. You can't.
No.
I'm gonna prove you wrong right now. Wait,
Mm-hmm.
is it this 809 opening scene? Wait, let's see this.
The one in the loft.
I'm watching it.
Skip forward to when you see the flashbacks.
Everyone's giving you L's in the chat, mate. You're gonna take the L. Just accept it. You're
Yeah,
destined
Flash
to take
Ghost is
L's like I
taking
am.
the L.
Am I?
Yeah.
L, take the L, you effing
What?
loser. Take the L, take the L, take the L.
What?
Holy shit. Guys,
See,
spam Arrowverse with the L.
Because
Spam
you
Arrowverse
saw
with the L.
that you're wrong.
Spam
So
Arrowverse with the L. Spam Arrowverse with the L. Holy
You
shit,
saw that
spam Arrowverse with the L.
you saw that you're wrong. So
A train station, and for some reason I feel like you were there.
You forget
yeah. Skip forward. Skip forward.
Wait,
Hey, what are you even arguing about? What?
Shush.
timelines again. News to me because I remember something like that.
There you go.
L.
There you go.
I remember something like that.
He said it's news to me because I think I'd remember something like that.
No, he said I remember something like that.
No, what? No, he said I think I'd remember something like that because he said
Are you
news to
deaf?
me.
Are you
He
deaf?
doesn't-
Are you
he doesn't
deaf?
say
Are you
news
deaf?
to me.
Are
I
you-
think I remember something like that.
Are you
What are you
fucking
talking
deaf?
about?
Are you
What are you
fucking deaf?
talking about?
No, go back. The caption, I remember. The caption even says, "I remember saying something. I remember something like that."
That's YouTube auto-generated.
You're taking
caption.
L's. You're taking L's, man. You're taking L's. You're
I
taking
think I'd
L's.
remember something like that. Look, go to
You're
the
taking L's.
Flash transcript. Someone
Oh,
who
he's got
manually
the-
writes it down.
He's got the transcript. Uh-oh.
Oh, transcript.
I'm worried now.
Yeah, you should be. Yeah, it's news to me because I'd remember
That's true.
something
That's
like
true.
that.
That's true. That's true. Why would he say news to me? No. I still stand by. I trust YouTube. I trust YouTube.
No, you're no. This is. Oh my god.
He doesn't say I'd. He definitely doesn't say I'd.
He does rewatch it. He clearly says I'd.
Okay, we're gonna rewatch it, guys. We're gonna have a verdict. Okay, we're gonna have a verdict
Don't
over
say
here. Jordan, keep your ears open, right?
In and out of timelines again. News to me because I remember something like that.
Because
He says, I remember.
I.
He
He
says
says, I
I.
remember something like that.
I'd remember something like that.
No.
Are you?
Right, play it
No.
again. Play it again. Play it
Play
I'd
again.
it.
remember
Play it
something like that.
And out of timelines again. News to me because I remember something like that.
He says, I remember something like that.
Why would he say news to me? News
I
to
don't
me
know, but
because
he's,
I'd
no,
remember something like that.
no.
Not
He
news
says,
to me
I
because
remember something like that.
News to me means he doesn't know.
No, but
It's the
he
first
says, I
time he's
remember
thinking
something like
about
that.
it. No.
Yeah, I'm pulling up the transcript. I'm ending this debate once
Yeah,
and
it's
for all.
the transcript. Go, transcripts forever dreaming, whatever it's called.
Wait, did you find the transcript?
Yeah, it
finding
really
it now.
says because I remember something like that.
No, I don't trust the transcript. I trust YouTube.
YouTube auto-generated captions. Yeah, the most
Yeah,
reliable.
it's died. It is
Yeah.
died.
No, I
So-
don't trust that. I don't trust that. I stand by. He says,
Okay, well you can live on that L. You can live on that L.
Yeah.
I'll live on
Yeah,
that W. I'll live on that
I told
W.
you, you're
No.
destined to take the L's.
So now every time
W.
you make a video, you'll have incorrect facts, and then no one's gonna like that.
No. W. Anyways, where were we?
We just gave an L, and well, no, we just proved Eric Wallace wrong. So
No, he says I. He 100% says
he
I.
died. Go
He
check
doesn't.
your writing department.
It's a typo. It's a typo. That transcript's a typo.
Alright.
Typo.
No, he clearly says I'd. Just.
Okay, whatever. So, where were we? Thorn related or something, right? Thorn related. Okay, whatever.
We're talking about how.
Oh, how Barry meditates, right?
How he is able to see Harry and Jesse even though they don't exist.
Mm.
Only in his mind they exist, and whoever else got their pre-crisis memories.
Wait, that doesn't make sense. Because how does Iris have the other timeline memories and freaking the Still Force doesn't?
That's the whole thing about her.
No.
Gone over
Your
this
powers
before.
are time. Your powers are
Gone
time
over this
related.
before.
Your powers are time related.
We've
Time.
gone
It's
over
like
this
this. It's,
before. Because look, she's probably connecting to the negative still force, right?
yeah.
And what was in that scene? There was a negative still force in that scene.
Yeah. So it's still Still Force. Well, it's still time related. Dion should remember.
Mate,
It's like the Speed Force, a negative Still Force, a Speed Force.
just give up. Just give up.
No, no, I stand by. Objection. Whatever.
No.
But oh, yeah, that means Flash versus Ryan. My
He's
guy,
not-
Malik, man. You're my guy. You're my guy.
I- See, I don't get.
We're getting Arrowverse triggered on stream as well.
Yeah, like how you're being very unintelligent right now. I don't want to say the other word, but
What's the other word?
uh,
Stupid.
I'm probably gonna get demonetized now because I dropped the F bomb as well. But whatever.
I've said
you-
fuck many times in your streams and you haven't been demonetized. So
yeah.
Oh, that's true. Well, maybe that's because your audio is so trash that doesn't pick up.
how about this? You ready? How's this? Fuck. Was that clear?
That was clear. That's
Yeah.
very
That
clear.
was very unnecessary.
Maybe I'll just directly speak into my microphone every single stream. Was that better?
Anyway, well. Yeah,
Anyway,
Flash versus-
So yeah, after Barry
silly.
concentrates, we do of course see Barry tap into the still force. He shares them with Nora. They try a few times to escape. They fail. They concentrate, and then they escape.
Mhm.
And then what happens? And then we have Barry mentioning that he lost all the still force energy because he's used it all up. And then we have Barry apologizing to Joe, saying, "Oh, I should have listened to you. I ran into the unknown without knowing anything." So yeah, we do get that apology with Joe, and that is pretty much it for the
What about
episode.
Chester? What about Chester?
I don't care about Chester. What happened with Chester? Oh yeah, Kramer calls him.
No, we don't care
he's-
about his story. We don't need to talk about that. But
Oh
what's
yeah.
the thing at the end?
So yeah, the guy on Chester's live stream then is pretty much stealing tech from Chester, right?
No,
Like files.
that's not. I don't think that's Wookiee Lover because
Wookiee
you
Lover.
downloaded all the files. I've seen people say it's Chronarch, which
I swear, if it's Grandma Runk or something like that,
Grandma Runk.
or Chester's dad or something. It won't be. I know it won't be, but
I don't know. I guess
Um,
we'll have to wait and see. But
yeah,
the thing is,
I
I
have
think
no
that
idea.
there is going to put a block in Chester and Allegra's relationship because he said that something in this episode does that. So
Oh, thank God.
you know,
Whatever. Okay, so going. Oh, by the way, before we move on to the next topic, what did you guys think of the episode? Everyone in the chat, spam down what you guys thought in the episode. I would give it an 8, maybe. I really liked the episode. Eris, what would you give it?
probably because of the music, I'll give it a 9, or just under a
Ooh.
9 even.
I'm guessing Ultra's gonna give it like a 4 or something. Oh,
Yeah, you give it a 6.
6.
You know, he's never
8.
pleased with the show anymore.
7.5.
Yeah, I mean,
You're sure
it
that's
might be an
Arrowverse? No.
8.5. I'm not really sure. I haven't really thought about it for me.
But yeah, working as a perfect segue for our next topic, the Flash interview breakdown. So we have two oh my god, lack of zoom. But yeah, we have 2 interviews to go over. One will go over the Entertainment Weekly article, and then there's like a bit from the Flash podcast interview which I'll talk about because I'm not gonna risk going over the entire thing considering the restrictions. But yeah, firstly I will go over this very, very lengthy interview. This is from Entertainment Weekly at first.
Please tell me you read it.
I have read. I've done a video on it, mate.
Are you gonna talk about just the main parts?
They're
you
they're
go
all
for-
really interesting though. That's the
Okay.
well. Okay, we'll get rid of the useless stuff, right? So
Should
him
have
directing
highlighted
an
the
episode,
important stuff.
whatever. Him directing an episode of Teen Wolf, I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. This one's interesting. I do wanna. No, that's not interesting. Never mind. Here, this part's interesting. So, of course, the question is, and of course, there's also a lot that happens by the end of this episode. There's clearly something wrong with the Still Force and with Dion's betrayal. So, where does this leave Team Flash? And so he starts rambling on about like the interlude episodes and how they structured that. They went from funeral for a friend as a coda, and that's the aftermath of Frost's death, and then they kick off with Iris's time sickness after that. But yeah, Eric Wallace says, what's interesting is the more I got in the process of putting this episode together, the more I started to realize we're really setting up the finale of season 8.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a typo or not? No, whatever.
What?
Overt. Is that a word?
No, that's a word.
Oh, it's a word. Okay, overt. Obviously, we have all sorts of surprises
Wait,
coming in the
no.
season.
No, I think there's
That's
a
a
typo.
typo. That's a
In
typo,
this
right?
episode, in a very strange way that I don't think is over. Yeah, no, there's a
Yeah.
typo.
Obviously, we have all sorts of surprises coming in the season finale this year, but there are little clues throughout this episode that hopefully the audience can pick up that are really going to pay off in this year's finale. The search for Iris and the cure for her time sickness are very much what we're leading into the year's finale. So, this episode, in a strange way, feels like a prelude to the end of the season. That was not intentional, but it sort of became that through the writing. So, we have a couple of interesting stuff to talk about over here. Firstly, in regards to this bit, he does of course say that there are like little clues placed in this episode which will lead to some surprises happening in the season finale. So okay, so Canada Graph says overt is a word.
Over is a word, but in this, I'm pretty sure this was a typo here.
But okay, so in the context for this, now I know that there's supposed to be this like not a surprise cameo, but this big cameo happening during the Flash season 8 finale, right? And we all thought it would be like Superman or something along those lines at least. But again, Daniel Nicolette says that it's going to be someone that you don't think of. And now, going from what Eric Wallace is saying over here, that they've like planted all these seeds and it could like lead to some surprises in the finale. I think that the person we're going to get in the finale is going to be Max Mercury now.
Possibly, yeah.
I could be wrong.
It could be, but I still think it could be Zoom. By the way, he keeps teasing him in injuries.
Yeah, it's for me now. It's either, but then again, like Zoom, like you would easily think of, like if you think of the Flash and like a character like appearing, you'd think of Zoom already. And yes, you might not listen to what Daniel Nicolette says. That's another thing, but I don't know. I still stand by it. Could either be Superman or Max Mercury. I personally now think because of this, it's going to be Max Mercury, but I'm not fully sure. Okay, Google could tell you overt, done or simple or shown openly, plainly or readily apparent, not secret or hidden. Okay. So okay, overt is a word. And then in regards to Iris's time sickness part, we did of course have this theory that it would be somewhat related to the end of the season, and they do talk about more about it in this interview as well. But we had this theory saying okay, what's causing Iris's time sickness is the negative still force, right? But
Possibly.
and then we have like because later on in this interview, which we'll get to in a bit, Eric Wallace does mention that Iris's time sickness will lead to a direct confrontation of the main villain, and Jordan just did, but will lead to a direct confrontation of the main villain. And because of that, I think that they're gonna somehow like tie both of those with Eobard in some way. So we did of course have this theory like behind the scenes, but we think that Eobard's essentially gonna try and absorb all the forces, and that's how he is essentially going to break out of prison. So like they did mention in this episode that they've not been able to come in contact with the forces. So that includes, other than the Still Force, because Still Force was in this episode, they've not been able to contact the Sage Force, the Speed Force, and the Strength Force. So my theory is, and of course we need an explanation for this leveled up Reverse Flash we're getting in the finale. So my theory is that he's absorbing all of those forces and essentially becomes this overpowered AF speedster that has all of those abilities. That is my theory, but I don't know. What do you think?
I think so too.
Oh, so you agree with me?
They'll get all the forces and like all the negative versions and be very overpowered.
Yeah, and then he says over here. So does that mean Iris's time sickness and what's going on in the Still Force are going to play a big part in the next year's graphic novel arc, or is that going to come back in play in the future? And Eric Wallace says, you're absolutely right. It's a big part of our final graphic novel of the season. We have 3 this year. Armageddon was our first one. Then we've had a few interludes. Then we had Death Revisited, our second one of the season. And then Iris's time sickness and curing it will lead to Team Flash into a direct confrontation with the next big bad of our final graphic novel. So I definitely think that they're doing something with the Reverse Flash over here. Of course, again, I could be wrong, but I think it is definitely Thawne related in some way. This is just Eric Wallace talking about what he wanted to do with like the remaining episodes of the season. So yeah, I don't think we do really. I mean, we could talk about this part because this part's quite interesting, but the other stuff he doesn't really say much. So in regards to like they're talking about like the title of the graphic novels and then entertainment.
Just read it.
What?
Oh no, it doesn't matter.
What happened?
No, I was saying just read it.
I will read it. But Jordan's here. Yeah, sorry. Okay,
Sorry, the
so
first trailer for High School Musical season 3 came out, and you wouldn't shut up, so I had to leave so I could watch it anyways.
Well, you thought season 2 was terrible, apparently.
It was. I don't know.
Okay.
It's coming out July 27th.
Okay.
I know you're a big fan of that show, Josh.
Literally, I've never seen it in my life, so let's go.
Oh, and then we have that's great news. If you can't reveal the title of the graphic novel, are you able to at least explain what you wanted to explore with the last chunk of the season? And Eric Wallace says, yeah, there's a couple of driving forces behind the final graphic novel of this season. When I first came up with the idea, I wasn't sure whether or not this was going to be a series finale.
The same thing over and over and over again.
Yeah, he said this before. I had to make the decision prematurely to wrap a lot of things, not just for the season, but there's one or two hanging questions. One in particular from the past of the show, specifically going back to season 1, that needs to be resolved in the same way that we were able to resolve what really happened to Ronnie or Robbie Hamel when he went into the black hole. If this is the last season, there are some unanswered questions that I want answered, let alone that I feel would be great to answer for the audience. That's a big driving point behind this last graphic novel, to answer some hanging threads. Number 2.
Why did he say if this is the last season? It's been renewed.
Because, again, Danielle Pennebaker said this as well. They all thought season 8 was going to be the last season.
No,
They
but
weren't
the way he
sure.
says it, like he's saying it now, he doesn't know if it's not season 9.
He doesn't know about season 9 either. He says it later on in the interview as well that he's not sure.
What?
What do you
So
mean?
Yeah.
it was like the interview done ages ago then.
No, this was done the other day on Tuesday.
Well, season 9's been confirmed. What?
Yeah, wait, what are you confused about?
Because apparently he doesn't know if it's going to be
No,
season 9.
No, because he was just saying like, what he was thinking. So he was like thinking if this is the last season.
Well, I know that, but he literally says at the end like if there isn't a season 9 or something. Like the way
No. He says there's a season 9, but he doesn't know if it will be the last one or not as well.
Yeah.
Right.
So we'll get to that in just a bit because it's the question right after this one. But number 2 is it's very much been a season with Barry and Iris apart. She's been on this coastal journey with Sue, dealing with Tinya and the time sickness. Meanwhile, Barry has held the fort down with Team Flash as the leader who's leveled up. We needed to see the two worlds of Barry and Iris come together in a way that honored their epic love story. You'll see at the end of the season, in solving her time sickness, it's done in quite an epic way that will touch upon things that have been planted throughout this entire season. All of those seeds are going to come back together. That's the other thing driving this finale this year. it kicked off in this episode with the discussion about how in the still force, the past, the present, and the future all coexist. Well, if Iris is lost in the still force, what does that mean for her past, her present, and yes, you guessed, her future? At the end of the episode, Barry tells Nora to go back to the future and check on Iris, make sure everything's okay. That is not a coincidence. She needs to get back to 2049 because there might be some interesting things going on that we have kicked off here, which we'll see pay off in the season finale. Now, that is interesting, and we'll get to that in a bit. Barry gives his big speech when he's in the lotus position and seeing the future and the past and the present all at the same time. There's that theme again that we say and that Dion says. Take a note of that. So in regards to this makes me feel like we're gonna be in the future for the finale, for the final 2 episodes maybe, and that explains like the other characters we see as well, not just Jay, Garrick, Bart, and Nora, but the other ones.
True.
So that's why I think we'll be in the future, and that would explain why Barton is the way he is, maybe as well. Or he could have just been a time traveled speedster as well. I'm not sure. No, but then would that make sense though? Because Iris
going to the future. We will be going to the future.
Oh, we're going to the future.
We will be seeing Bart and Nora in the future. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then we're getting the other speedster, which I won't mention. And then, of course, we have Jay Garrick, we have Iris, we have Barry, and we have leveled up Reverse Flash. And then it would make sense for them to fit in this cameo of Max Mercury if we are in the future. So the finale could actually be set in the future then.
Maybe.
Judging from what they're saying over here. But moving on, and this answers Jordan's question, I guess. Now that we know there will be another season of The Flash, are you planning next season as the final season? And then Eric Wallace says, I hope next year isn't the last season, knock on wood. But I have to now plan going into season 9. I mean, I have to plan it that way just in case. I don't want to get caught unaware. I don't want the audience to get caught with a cliffhanger that doesn't get resolved or anything like that. I want to make sure that we complete the story that Barry, Iris, and Team Flash have been on. This isn't a spoiler, but you'll see this moment in the season finale, which was the original ending where we've resolved the plot, we've defeated the big bad, and all that stuff. That was going to be the end of the season. Then when we got the pickup, thank goodness, you will see something that will set up next year in a very fun and delightful way that both resolves the shenanigans in the Still Force, which are going to get wider. This is our biggest, craziest season finale ever, and it starts here. The good news is we do resolve it. Barry and Iris are okay, and we've even got the bonus that we get to add a little tag to set up next year that I'm very excited about. But I will definitely approach next season as the final season unless somebody tells me differently, and I hope they do because there's still many more Flash stories to tell. So I find this really interesting, right? Where is it? The original ending. You'll see this moment in the season's finale, which was the original ending where we've resolved the plot and we've defeated the big bad. So for me, at least, this does kind of spoil that this will be the end of Tom Cavanagh's Reverse Flash then, right? Essentially like fully defeating the big bad, and that's Reverse Flash.
Which is
right?
like what they would have done in the final season, and because he wants to treat this as the final episode, that's probably what's going to happen. Final showdown. Or he'll probably milk it and saying they could have ended it at this, but because we got picked up, we're going to milk it even more. Which is what I think will happen.
Yeah. I guess.
Arrowverse?
Huh?
He just zoned out.
No, I don't know what to add to that.
So you think that they've actually like wrapped up Cavanaugh's Reverse Flash with this finale?
Yeah.
Okay, so we all agree then.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about the next bit later on because we do have to. I mean, he's pretty much talking about the Flash season 9 and like what do you want to do with it. But we do have some details regarding the Flash season 9 from the CW upfronts, so we shall talk about that. Now, first things first, we did of course have the CW upfronts, and they have not said anything in regards to the Flash ending in season 9. And this does, of course, bring in question marks. Well, is the Flash season 9 going to be the final season then? Now, I find it weird that they didn't say anything about the Flash during the upfronts, which does make me like more convinced that we will most probably get a season 10, but it will be like a 10 episode season 10 or something like that. But again, from what Eric Wallace is saying and like from what it looks like, I don't think they still know for sure either. It's mainly up to Grant, right?
Did you see any of Mark Pedowitz's quotes?
Yeah. I'm gonna. Yeah.
Okay.
Mark Pedowitz says, where is this? He says, I can't wait. I know. Oh, there we go. We have a lot of questions on how to go forward. We have not made any determination, nor has the studio. Okay, so they don't know for sure either then.
Yeah, they don't.
So does this mean that's mainly up to Grant then, or?
Not necessarily. Because they said that they're all going to sit down, with Belanti and what's his name, Eric Wallace, and discuss the future of the show.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, if Grant's willing to do it, then obviously there's a chance.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But then that means that because like my ideal series finale would be with Reverse Flash. So and like it would be with original Reverse Flash.
If there is a season 10, that means you can have this gap season here with like basically no Reverse Flash in it, I guess, to kind of spread it out a bit more. And then in season 10, have it back because we know Grant's going to be sign a contract for 15 episodes season 9.
Yeah, this season, yeah.
And after the season 8 finale, there's exactly 30 episodes left until episode 200, which means they could do 15 episodes for season 9 and 10 and finish on episode 200.
Oh, that would be sick.
Yeah.
That would be sick, ending on the 200th episode, and if we have like Matt Letcher come back and stuff like that, that would be really, really cool.
Yeah, I'm not saying that they're going to purposely season.
You know, I just really want them to somehow make it so that the final episode actually comes out when the original newspaper came out.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I don't really care.
Fight with Matt Letcher versus, oh my god, that'd be so fucking cool.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool. I was gonna say something stupid, but never mind. Go on.
They'd have to go back to Tuesdays for that to happen.
Well, it's just like a special night event.
Yeah.
But what's on Tuesdays now? Is it going to be like, no, not Naomi. I mean, not Superman Lois, because that's Thursdays, isn't it?
Well, it'll be different for season 10 whenever that comes around anyway, so.
Well, we don't know yet, though.
Yeah. Because that's end of 2023.
What?
Season 10.
Oh, no, I'm talking about season 9.
But,
if it's the same as season 9.
No.
We don't know yet. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cal.
You've put so many more hours in this stream than I have, so you can't talk.
No, I still stand by with what I said.
No,
but,
that's not. Oh my god! Literally, Eric Wallace or the actor that plays Dion could literally come out and say, "I've said I," and you should be like, "No,
There's no
you
point even talking about it anymore. Just.
But Cal says, in the finale, will we get a Chegra C scene? I think we'll get one in episode 17, if I'm being honest. But no, not a C scene. We'll definitely get like an I love you scene in episode 17.
I feel like,
but
a finale is gonna be the climax. So maybe.
Yeah.
Inject that C scene into my veins.
If we have any C scene in the finale, I'm just gonna switch it off. I'm not even gonna do a review for the episode. I don't care how good it is. I'm just gonna dip.
We don't even get a West Ellen C scene, so why would we get a Chigra C scene?
That's true. That is true. The Flash has been very PG, to be honest. We've never had any C
Arrow
scenes,
scenes.
arrow scenes, or like
I
Batwoman
mean,
scenes, or yeah.
it is like the definition of a family show. So
True. Well, season 5 was. I mean, season 7 was all about family. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
But
So
we do have
in
some
both ways.
go
It's a
on.
family show.
exactly.
Okay, we do also have some additional things to go over in regards in regards to the CW upfront. So we found out that the Flash is getting delayed later than when does normally release? October, November, right?
It's Gary's fault.
Yeah.
It's Gary's fault. We blame you, Gary. I know you're not here. If you ever watch this on playback, or if you ever see this, we blame you for this.
He hasn't
But
been
yeah,
here for a while, has he?
yeah, he's not been. He hasn't been in the after party or stuff either, right?
I
No.
miss him. He was okay.
Yeah, we missed Gary. Um, it got Gary. Yeah.
Yep.
So the Flash has been delayed later than 2022, and the Flash is now airing. It's gonna air It's gonna air season 9 in 2023, along with Superman and Lois, and taking up the Flash's original slot for the fall. We're having Stargirl season 3 now, which I wish it was a summer show, because I mean, mainly because like I don't even know what I'm gonna be able to do in the summer now. But I'm gonna have to stick to what Marvel shows now or something like that, because
Wait,
there will be nothing.
they filmed the entire series and then wrapped like a month ago, or 2 months ago, whatever, and there's still another 4 months to go in post production.
Huh?
Jeez, that's like
Yeah,
6 months post production for the whole series.
it's for season 2 or 3 of
Oh.
Stargirl.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, it was probably originally meant to be a summer show, but then
because like yeah.
it
Well, I
got
mean,
delayed.
honestly, if the Flash starts like at normal time, like July and stuff, they could honestly probably film majority of the season, but before it comes out,
July.
if they start in July, like they normally do.
Of Stargirl season 4.
No, I'm saying if Flash starts filming season 9 in July.
Oh, filming's in July. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Although
they-
why would like usually they would have their normal slot in
would.
October. This would probably be the year that it would go back to normal, like how it was pre-pandemic. Why wouldn't they
but
do
we
that?
but we know that Flash isn't starting in July.
No, but I'm saying if they were like
Oh.
that was the pre-pandemic schedule, and now you'd think they'd have less, I mean, even more slots for Flash and stuff because there's so much less shows.
Hmm.
So who knows?
But yeah, summer will be dead for Arrowverse content. I don't know what I'm gonna be able to do in the summer. Like, I will probably have to end up milking theory videos again.
Oh God.
This
We'll
is
probably
it.
we'll probably get some Eric Wallace interviews like every once in a while. But other than that, we'll have nothing. Like, of course, we'll have Stargirl in the fall, which I'll be able to do. But it's gonna be dead. Like, I'm gonna have to stick to like what, Miss Marvel or something, right? She-Hulk maybe. I don't know. But yeah, we'll see
No one
what.
watches your Marvel videos. So good luck with
When's
that.
Batwheels coming out? When's that coming out?
Actually, I'm gonna fingers crossed. Titans airs in the summer. I don't think it is going to, but we'll see.
I thought it had a release date.
Did it?
You sent me something saying it was in October.
Oh, it's not.
Was that
Oh,
just a rumor? Was
oh,
that just
it
a
was.
rumor?
It was. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Oh.
I remember that.
Okay.
October. Oh my god, it's gonna be dead for just DCTV in general.
Mm.
That's gonna suck. Flash isn't filming till September to October. Now, this did obviously get people wondering why the Flash and Superman got delayed. And I don't know, because this is gonna be a really long break for the cast as well, right?
Longer break than usual, yeah.
Okay, so this is where my stupid theory comes in, right? But I think Eric Wallace is planning another special event, because we're definitely not getting a crossover. I think
Well,
Eric
they
Wallace
said-
will be
They
going.
said subseason. Yeah, no, you're about to say it. So
What
the start of
was I
season
gonna
9.
say?
Start of season 9.
I think Eric Wallace is planning like an Armageddon type event for the start of the Flash season 9, because we're not getting a 10th year anniversary crossover. They would have said that if we were getting in the upfronts. So I
There's no
think Eric
shows to do
Wallace.
it on it as well.
Hmm?
There's no shows to do it on as well because none of them are
Yeah.
starting in the fall.
Exactly. And then Eric Wallace said that like he of course has like a longer time to plan the season out. And also, he did say that he met with a Supergirl actor that he wants to use for next season. That leads me to believe that we're gonna get some sort of special event, like an Armageddon type, which is technically going to be the Arrowverse 10th year crossover, although it's not gonna be the 10th year crossover. It's just going to be another simple Flash event. And I don't know, maybe we could get Oliver Queen returning there. We will definitely get one Supergirl actor being there. I'm guessing it's going to be Dreamer. We'll get like Superman there because they would obviously be filming at the same time. And all those sorts of stuff. That's what I think that they're gonna do. I think the reason for this longer break is because like they're trying to like schedule everything out and find a way to make this event work. And I don't think they'll be filming Stargirl in the fall as well, right? Will they?
Wait, it hasn't even been renewed.
No.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Right.
So maybe we could even get some of the Stargirl cast being there in Vancouver just for that bit to film something for the special event. We could even get Javicia Leslie back or something like that. I don't know. But I think Eric Wallace is definitely planning some sort of special event, which is why it's delayed.
Oh,
Which is why it's delayed. I don't think it's not why it's delayed.
Yeah. Is Stargirl
Well,
like the
it's
only CW
one of the
show we
reasons.
don't know whether or not it's coming
Any of
back?
the reasons. Huh?
What's that?
Is Stargirl like the only show we don't know whether or not it's coming back or being renewed / cancelled or ending?
For next year.
Yeah, like every other show, Riverdale's ending. Everything else is cancelled pretty much,
Well-
except like Flash Suit and Lost.
Well, actually, no, because this season's airing at the same time as Superman Lost season 3 and Flash season 9. So we'll probably get a Stargirl renewal whenever those get renewed or cancelled for
What?
the next seasons.
It's not airing at the same time as that.
Well, no, in the same like season 2022,
Yeah,
2023.
2023. Yeah,
So,
yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah.
400 messages. Holy shit! What are you guys talking about?
What's the boys' chat? Twitter group
It's
chat?
my friends in this country over
Oh.
here in school, basically. 400. What are you guys doing? But yeah. Candygraph says correct. They don't air for several months. They'll want to wait and see if the show holds ratings before it's renewed and cancelled. This is in terms of Stargirl, I'm guessing. Candygraphs, if you heard what I said earlier on, I want to get your opinion on this. Do you think that one of the reasons for this long break could be because Eric Wells is trying to do another special event where he's trying to get these different characters from?
You tell us.
shows?
Are you trying to do a social event?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Oh,
see.
okay. So it is possible.
No,
Okay, sweet.
I think that wait.
Or he could have just meant like, oh, I was here, maybe.
I don't know. Could be. Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, before we move into our next topic, which will be Gotham Knights, I did want to mention something Eric Wallace said in regards to Zoom because we've had other people asking about it. So he does pretty much say the same thing again. He just says, "Oh, like for those who don't know, Zoom is my favorite villain on the show, so I'm really determined to bring him back. I haven't figured out how, but somehow I will." I would say that episode 15 of the season is essentially like foreshadowing this to happen eventually. So he's just pretty much telling the fans to just be patient, essentially. So for those wanting to see Zoom back, then we could potentially be getting Zoom back very, very soon. So yeah, that is very exciting. And he does, of course, in this Flash podcast interview, he does also say that we've mentioned this before, but he's met with the Supergirl character for next season, and yeah, I think it's going to be Dreamer. I know DCTV show will clickbait it and say, "Oh, Melissa Benoist is returning," but it's going to be Dreamer or Alex.
Well, he can't really clickbait it because Eric said that this is someone who's never been on the show before, so
Okay, so it's streamer then.
Probably.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Ben will still
Or-
find a way
or
to click bait.
Or
Trust me.
has oh no, Martian Manhunter's been on it in the duet.
Yeah, he
duet,
has.
So
Do it.
yeah,
Trust me, he will still find a
No,
way.
yeah, he'll still find a way.
yeah. Candagraph says no. I don't think that played any factor to it. This is more for the cast to get a real break since That's true. I didn't think of that. That's true as well. Oh, well, I took an L then, I guess. Oh yeah, it's the
Yeah.
old lady. Obviously, it could be.
Don't even know who that is.
Really, we kinda another video about what?
Really, we kind of another video about really.
Yeah, I agree. We kind of need other video. We kind of other video, really.
Yep.
But anyways, moving on to our next topic, we have the CW's latest show, that being Gotham Knights. Now we do have a brand new synopsis for Gotham Knights. This is like a totally new synopsis to the one they've released before, and yeah, it is a very lengthy one, but also I don't know. I haven't read it yet, but we'll see how it is.
I haven't read it either. Couldn't care less.
So here
Well,
we
no,
go.
people said it was bad, so I didn't really want to read it.
People said it was oh no. Here we go. First reactions, I guess. So this is the synopsis. Batman is dead, and the powder keg has ignited Gotham City
Oh, what?
without the Dark Knight to protect it.
What's a powder
In the
keg?
wake of wait, what?
What's a powder keg?
I have no idea. In the wake of Bruce Wayne's murder, his adopted son, Turner Hayes, is framed for killing the Caped Crusader, along with the children of some of Batman's enemies. Duella, an unpredictable fighter and skilled thief who was born in Arkham Asylum and abandoned by her father. Harper Row, a streetwise and I don't know what that word is.
Which one?
Acerbic? This.
Acrobatic. Wait, no, which one?
I don't know.
Is it?
Sorry, I wasn't reading the one. Yeah, I could. I don't know. Anyways,
Whatever.
engineer who can-
A-word engineer who can fix anything, and her brother, Cullen Rowe, a clever transgender teen who is tired of being
Woke chat. How dare
Who is-
someone be transgender? Woke.
who is tired of being polite and agreeable. With the charismatic and hard-charging district attorney Harvey Dent and the GCPD hot on trial, Turner will rely on allies including his best friends and formidable coder Stephanie Brown, and unlikely Batman sidekick Carrie Kelly. But our knights will soon learn there's a larger, more nefarious force at work within Gotham City. This team of mismatched fugitives must band together to become its generation of saviors known as the Gotham Knights. What the hell did I just read?
Interesting. Look, also the cast is good.
Yeah.
Probably have
Yikes.
a different feel because it's like an ensemble show. But yeah, I don't really have anything. Many
Are you
opinions.
guys are you guys excited for this? I'm looking forward to it. I want to see the pilot. I'm like the synopsis doesn't buy me too much. The synopsis doesn't buy me, right? But
Well, synopsis
I'm interested.
for shows they don't really tend to be that good.
I'll
'cause,
say
you know,
this: I'd
Superman
very much
Lois.
rather have. Oh wait, what's that?
Superman and Lois had a bad synopsis, but you know you've seen how
That is true.
good that show's been. So,
True.
but I don't know. I'm not really looking forward to it. I'm just gonna watch it and see what it's
Yeah.
like.
It's like a Naomi type thing for me. Like if I like, I'll just watch
Yeah,
it.
I'll
If I
definitely
don't, I'll
give
just
it-
drop it.
You didn't even watch the first episode of Naomi, so
Yeah, I did. I watched the first episode and I
Oh,
dropped
okay.
it.
okay.
I definitely think I'll give it a chance. I don't know if I'm definitely bought on the concept of it, especially.
But you'll
also-
watch an episode and then watch the second one like 3 months later, and then the third
Yeah,
one another
probably.
3 months
Yeah,
later.
that sounds
'Cause
yeah.
Mhm.
yeah.
Well, I never watched Naomi again, so
But I'll say this: like, I would very much rather have Batwoman season 4.
Really? Damn.
100%. I would
Does this
very
sound
much
that
rather
bad?
have Batwoman season
same,
4.
same probably.
It sounds that bad. Really?
Well, no, I just
But
for me
I
it's
don't think you've seen it, but Batwoman season 3 was genuinely really, really good. If they kept going in that direction, season 4 would have been great as well. And I really want to see the story continue. I'm mad that it got cancelled because I really liked season 3. So yeah, I'd rather have Batwoman season 4 over Gotham Knights. But
Well,
For
for
me,
CW,
right.
most people don't. So
I because I'm familiar with the characters on Batwoman. I like them all basically, and having Batwoman there, it's just another Arrowverse show, obviously as well.
yeah.
I liked
And-
Batwoman as a hero. I like Javicia Leslie in the role, so yeah, and
And
Batwoman.
this has no connectivity for the Arrowverse as well. So like, we don't really have like, it doesn't, I guess, give us a reason to watch it as well for like Arrowverse fans. Of course, like if you're a DC fan, you'd watch it regardless. But like I like the shows that are connected to the Arrowverse.
okay,
Yeah.
but
So
regardless of what you think should happen, the CW knows that this will have more references to Batman, more recognizable characters. It'll have Misha Collins.
more
in it.
recognizable characters. You literally have freaking a character they totally made up, Turner Hayes, as Bruce Wayne's adopted son.
Okay, but you still
But
got Harvey
those are the
Dent.
main characters, but then there's other
You've
ones as
got
well.
Stephanie
yeah, fair.
Brown, who's
we
in
have
that Batgirl.
Stephanie Brown's the 5th Batgirl, yeah, and then we have
Exactly.
Harper Row, which is Bluebird.
Exactly.
Cullen Row,
For DC Comics fans, this is like heaven. So,
I guess
and Misha Collins, obviously, who's a massive name for the CW. So, everything's just going against
that is
Batwoman
true.
for
That
this
is
show.
true.
So, I see why CW wants to do it, and it's been picked up for season 2, which is good.
And then we do, of course, have
Wait, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Was it picked up for season 2?
No, what I said it was picked up for series as well. I meant to say instead of like
Oh,
2.
series 2. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Series
Oh,
2 already.
for season as well. Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Now,
what I said.
we do have
Oh,
people getting mad over this one character, but they don't do the research. So I'm gonna L a lot of people over here. Oh well, speaking of, I should pull up the poster.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah.
A lot of people were hating on this, saying it looks like CW shit. I'm like, it looks fine. Like, it doesn't look like.
I'm gonna L a lot of people over here. Now, this character, people thought that she is Joker's daughter, and they were ranting on why the hell is Joker's daughter working with Bruce Wayne's son.
Oh, Joker! What?
Now, for those who don't do the research, I'm gonna L you over here. But she is actually Duela Dent, Harvey Dent's daughter. Her alias is just Joker's daughter.
What?
So she's not actually Joker's daughter. Her
oh.
code name is Joker's daughter.
Why is it? Why can't you like Scarecrow's daughter? Or something?
I don't know.
Why
It's-
Scarecrow?
It's like this in the comics.
Because
so
Harvey
it is
Dent.
what it is.
Oh, Two Face. Sorry, no.
Okay,
No, but when the show picks up, Harvey Dent is not Two-Face
Yeah, no,
yet.
he's becoming Two Face. I know. But, okay, well, at
Like,
least Dan's daughter or something. Oh, I guess that gives up her identity. Anyways.
Like they said, it's going to take a while for Harvey Dent to become Two-Face. So I'm guessing like as like a season 1 cliffhanger or something, that's when he becomes Two-Face. Not like early on in season 1, but I'm not sure. And then the one next to her, this I believe is the sibling of Cullen Rowe, aka Bluebird, and I forgot her name already. What was her name? Her name is Harper Rowe.
Harper, yeah.
And she is the streetwise and the A-word engineer who can fix anything. And then her brother Cullen Rowe, which is on the very, very left over here, that's Cullen Rowe. And he is described as a clever transgender teen who is tired of being polite and agreeable. And then, yeah, that's it. I feel like the earlier character descriptions gave more of a description on what the characters are like. So I might actually go over those as well. But yeah, in the middle you can guess is Turner Hayes, and that's Stephanie Brown. Now, the thing which gets me confused over here is that why did they? I mean, of course, it's money. I guess it's cheaper to create like a brand new main lead as your main lead, but I'm interested to see why they didn't just use Dick Grayson. Is it because HBO Max has the rights to that character or something?
Oh yeah, they probably couldn't get the rights to it.
Okay, that could make sense as well.
Plus, they don't want to shift attention from Titans.
Mm. And then also they have revealed, I believe, that none of these characters will suit up. So if you're looking forward to some
Wait,
suit up
what?
scenes, I don't think we're getting it. I don't know. I
are?
saw someone tweeting that. I think it was Lance
That
who
is
said they're
the
not suiting up.
stupidest thing. So they're just gonna be walking around and just.
Well, that's probably.
It's
I
like
feel
season 7 of The Flash, just talking down villains.
they're probably no. Surely they suit up at some point.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe not in the pilot. Maybe that's what he was meaning. Maybe not in the pilot because they probably. I don't know.
Okay, so I'm gonna actually go over the proper character descriptions because these give a lot more detail. So first, going over the middle one, Turner Hayes. Turner Hayes, despite the murder of his biological parents, Turner remains resilient and driven to live up to his billionaire adoptive father's name. While charming and soulful, Turner has never quite felt comfortable in this world of wealth and privilege. He's kind of like Dick Grayson, essentially.
He's Bruce Wayne's son.
Yeah. Well, oh no. Well, yeah, he's
I'm
adopted.
kidding. I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
But
Wait, no,
he's literally Dick Grayson. It's just he's Turner Hayes, pretty much.
And he's an original character, right?
No, he's totally made up.
That's what I said. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And
And
the other.
I don't, will we get any Robin references in this show or something? I think they could do that, but
Well, apparently there was one in the trailer.
oh, they released a trailer.
No,
At
that
the
was
upfronts.
at Upfront.
Like a sizzle
Oh.
at the upfront.
Oh, okay. And then we have Harvey Dent, who's not in this poster, but Harvey Dent is Gotham's charismatic, hard-charging district attorney with a rigid sense of right and wrong. Harvey's idealism and single-minded quest for justice will ironically and tragically transform him into the one and only Gotham's most feared supervillains, Two-Face. One of Gotham's most feared supervillains, Two-Face. So yeah, this character we already knew. And Duella, which Joker's daughter, this one on the right, well, Harvey Dent's daughter. She's described as abrasive, unpredictable, and a little unhinged. Duella is above all a survivor, born in Arkham Asylum and abandoned by her father, the most dangerous man in Gotham. Duella forged herself into a brutal fighter and skilled thief.
Is that Olivia Rose Keegan's character?
Yeah,
Doesn't look like it.
because I think the hair that's changed. That's it.
Even under the mask, I mean under the wig, she looks different.
And then next up we have Harper Row, which is the character here. That's Harper Row, and she is described as described as streetwise. Again, that word, a word, and often underestimated. The acerbic or something.
Oh,
And often underestimated. The blue-haired bisexual is a gifted engineer who can fix anything. But what Harper wants most of all is to repair the broken lives of her and her brother, Cullen, the only person she trusts. And then the character description for the one on the very left, that's of course Cullen Rowe. That is, after years of hiding his true self from an abusive parent, the transgender teen is tired of being polite and agreeable, clever and adept at reading human nature. Cullen is ready to fight his own battles.
to answer Canada's question, who am I shipping with? I'm shipping Colin with who's the other one?
Huh?
Well, probably
Who's
Colin Stephanie Brown.
Stephanie. Oh no, who's the one next to Joker's order? That's Stephanie.
No, that's his sister.
Yeah, so no. Who was her name? What's her name?
The one standing
name?
next to Colin is
The
Stephanie.
Harper.
No, the one standing next to
This
Joker's
one.
order.
Harper.
Yeah, that
That's
one.
Harper.
That's
So
his
Harper and
sister.
Colin are going to get together because Harper has
That's
a
his-
crush on Colin.
I think it's
That's
gonna be
his
these
sister.
two.
That's
It's
his
gonna be
sister.
like the most. It's gonna be the most unusual ones.
No,
man.
so
It's gonna
it'll
be
be a love square with those four. Stephanie's
Mm.
just chilling by herself. I don't know what she's with. But
Jordan.
And
is-
then
oh,
lastly we have who is this? This is Stephanie Brown. Described as possessing sarcasm matched only by her intellect, Stephanie was raised on a steady diet of brain teasers and puzzles. She's honed her skills to become a formidable coder, but her greatest talent may be hiding a less than perfect home life. In the DC Comics, Brown has fought crime under multiple monk ears, including spoiler, Batgirl, and Robin. Now, of course, Stephanie Brown is the fifth Batgirl. She's known as Bluebird and, of course, Joker's daughter. I have no idea who he is. I don't think he's anyone like important in terms of superhero stuff. And he, of course, is the B-Tech Dick Grayson. So yeah, that is acerbic. Okay, acerbic. But yeah, that is the Gotham Knights. So yeah, chat. What are your thoughts on Gotham Knights? Are you guys excited for this show? Are you guys not excited for this show? I'm interested to find out. I'll keep an open mind going into it, but I still stand by what I said. I would very much rather have a Batwoman season 4 over Gotham Knights. So that's just I got a theory. Thawne is mad that Barry is packing, so that's why he wants to kill him. Okay.
Grant is packing, just saying.
So yeah, we have intrigued. The poster looks okay. I saw a Canadagraph saying it's the most CW poster they've ever done. I agree actually. I mean, it looks pretty cool, but yeah, it's very, very CW. But yeah, as I said, I'll keep an open mind, but I don't know if I'm very, very excited for this show. I'll have to see the trailer, which if they showed in the upfront, I think they'll show pretty soon to the public. Maybe they
It
even
wasn't
have it right
really
now.
a trailer. It was just like a scissor reel, like with other shows and stuff, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like it was only filmed 2 weeks
Oh,
ago. They wrapped 2
oh
weeks
yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
So I thought you were going to
It's
get
it's so it's a CW trailer then. It's not like a Gotham Knights full sizzle reel then, right?
Think?
yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
I mean, it's not
Well,
even
actually, no,
coming out.
maybe it was like an actual trailer. Actually, I don't know. But I feel like
I
that
mean,
makes
it's
sense. If it was just mixed in with everything else.
I mean, it's not even coming out until 2023 anyway, so I don't see why they'd start marketing this early. Also, that means like there's going to be like no shows in the CW for the second half of this year.
There will be, just not superhero shows.
True, but like,
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot to mention that as well. And the release date for Gotham Knights is 2023 as well. So yeah.
I just said that.
Yeah, you just said that. Yeah. So that is Gotham Knights for you. And lastly, moving on to our final topic of the stream, we have Daredevil season. Well, not really Daredevil season 4, but where is this?
More like 3.5.
Yeah.
Well, season 1.
Do you think they're just rebooting it totally?
No, Charlie Cox has said that it's a soft reboot. He said this ever since before Spider-Man No Home came out. It's like, if we ever choose to bring it back, it would be like the same version, but it would be different in a sense that it feels different and the characters have slight changes. So it is a soft reboot. That's what this is.
Okay.
So it's season 1 of a new show.
Yeah, it's Daredevil, but it's season 1 essentially.
I guess.
But I'd very much rather them just go with season 4, like Daredevil season 4. Why didn't they just do that?
We're gonna make it more MCU-fied.
Oh yeah. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna have to catch up on Daredevil now. I dropped the show in season.
Why'd you
3.
drop it?
Huh? I got bored.
What the fuck? Get rid of him. How can you get bored with Daredevil?
I watched season 1. I got kind of bored in season 2, and in season 3, I'm like, nah, I don't want to watch this.
You're like the only person I know that just got bored with season 3. Everyone I know says it's the best season yet, and it's amazing.
But yeah, I'm definitely gonna catch up now that we're getting this. But yeah, if I'll say because the fight scenes in Daredevil have always been insane. They've always been sick, and it's not gonna fit the Marvel MCU tone, right? So I agree with Cuban Crusher on TikTok. If they manage, if Disney,
Said no one
if
ever.
Disney, if Disney stuffed this character up, then there's gonna be beef. There's gonna be carnage. That's
Well,
yeah.
look, if you like, I've read the comics. But everyone's that read the comics says that like in the comics, Daredevil has like a much more like uplifting tone. Like he's not so serious like he is in the show. So it's kind of like what they did to Arrow in a way. So technically, they're just making more comic accurate.
Yeah, but what they did with Oliver Queen was way better than his comic.
Have you
His
read his
comic
comics?
version. Huh?
Have you read his comics?
I mean, not necessarily. No.
Exactly.
No, but
Yeah,
I know
it's-
he's like
yeah,
this
yeah.
sarcastic guy that cracks jokes and stuff, which was
that's
cool to
cool.
see in season 8 of episode 1. Like that was the most comic book Oliver Queen, I believe.
What
But
happened to
I
that?
just
Season 8, episode 1.
yeah, that's
That
like
was
the
the
most
Starling City one, right?
yeah, that's the most comic book Oliver Queen they had.
But what did he say in it?
Huh? He made a lot of jokes. He did the Back on My Earth, you had a better teacher. He, I can't remember the rest, but
Nice.
it was a sarcastic Mr. Queen.
Okay.
Anyways, my main concern with this show is obviously the 6 episodes format. They'll rush it, like every other.
Is
show.
it going to be 6 episodes?
Well, if I'm saying that, my worries are if it is 6 episodes, and also like the writers, I checked their IMDb pages and haven't really done anything. So, I mean, mind you, like Loki was written by someone who'd only done.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I
Oh my
know.
god, look who's here. Look who's here.
Gary.
Gary.
So is Daredevil going to pick up where they left? Well, I don't know where they left off, so I think Jordan can answer this question.
I don't know where they left off either. I haven't seen it. But I think it will be kind of a fresh start. Obviously, season 3, I know what kind of what happens, but it's like very dark ending. So I think season 4 will start off with like
Well, we got to be in present day, right? So
it'll still kind of have present day 2 as well. So jump like a massive 5-year gap, or whatever.
no, 10 years. The
10
blip.
years.
The blip.
True.
Oh, that's true.
When was season 3? 2016. So that's
17, wasn't it?
17. So that's 6 years.
Or was it 18? I don't know.
2017. Although, 7 years.
Well, now we're in 2025 in the MCU, aren't we?
No, still 2023, 24.
Or 24, was it?
No,
No, they jump back and forth between 23 and 24, don't they?
No. I think we're in 2023. Hang on. When did
Oh,
Doctor Strange take place?
I remember
Really?
seeing somewhere about something.
Did
I don't know.
But again, you
Doesn't really
don't
matter.
think that this is like a multiverse thing or something, right?
no, it could be, but like I think it's
I don't know.
Oh, what? They both take place in 2025.
Hmm.
Yeah, the Marvel year. Yeah, the Marvel years. Yeah, it's long. Yeah.
We're never gonna
So,
get
yeah,
caught
but-
up. Oh no, between late 2024 and early 2025. Anyways,
But
point
yeah,
being,
thank you, Gary, so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Going back to Canada Graphs, I'm so sorry, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe if I rewatch it, I'll end up liking it. But yeah, season 1 was amazing. I'll say that. But
something could get delayed at any moment because Gary's here.
I'll say that
Because
season
really-
1 was amazing, but season 2 and 3 was dipped.
what the fuck?
I
You're a weird person.
Maybe,
Season 3
maybe.
was pretty
It's-
good.
It's the West Allen in me, you know. I want the West Allen stuff, but yeah.
Right. Okay.
Gary is here. Be wary. Something could get delayed at any moment. Gary, have you delayed the Flash?
But the thing is, he might be delaying it so much that it gets cancelled, right? All those
Oh,
Batwoman questions, boom, gone. He must have delayed it so long that the CW saw how long it was, how like probably like 2030 it would start. airing the next season, so I thought, oh, let's just can it.
Mm.
It might have
Uh
all.
oh,
You just
Gary's
Sherlock.
delayed past
Oh.
February.
Oh. Is time repeating itself right now? Are we gonna go back to season 7 where we get Flash getting delayed to March, right? It got delayed to March, right?
Well, the thing is, it might get the opposite of delayed, Gary. It might be a January start.
Gary.
Why we moved up
Gary,
to December?
Yeah, but no, now
Gary asked a
now it's all
question.
in July next year. So Gary's jinxed it.
Wait, did we ever
Gary,
come
you
up with a
jinxed it,
reason
man.
why we think it was delayed until next year?
Huh?
Did we ever come up with a reason to why we think it was delayed till next year?
Well, I feel like just reformatting could be a part of it. Maybe not the main
Candagrass
reason.
mentioned it earlier though.
What do you
And
say?
yeah, and there's like the actors need.
Like give the actors a
Like,
longer break because there's like the yeah.
Yeah, I guess season 7 and season 8 were kind of back to back, so they never really got a break.
There we
Yeah.
go. This is more for the cast to get a real break since the last 2 have been tire fire.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. But yeah, Gary, will the Flash get delayed later than February? If you say it will happen, it's going to happen. If you say will the Flash will get cancelled, it's going. But yeah.
Oh, on Bizarro World.
Hopefully not. That is true. On the Bizarre
Like,
World, Gary gets
imagine that. Gary asks, "Is it going to get delayed?" And it'll be bumped up to tomorrow. Imagine that. We could be getting season 9 tomorrow from Bizarro World.
We could get the Flash season 9 by tomorrow.
Yeah.
Bizarro World. What would Bizarro Arrowverse be? Like hates everything that's in the Arrowverse, but loves everything that's outside the Arrowverse. That's Bizarro Arrowverse.
You love
Bizarro.
Eric Wallace. You love Eric Wallace.
Bizarro Flashverse would be love Eric Wallace, love season 7, love Arrow season 4, and hate everything else. Oh, Chip. What else do we have? Whatever.
Oh,
Love
okay.
Felicity as a character.
Mhm.
Hate Goldface. Hate Aminette. Oh my god, man.
Okay.
Bizarro
That'll
me
be-
would suck.
Bizarro Jordan? What's that? Takes W's 24/7.
Yeah,
Bizarro
you'll be taking W's
Madness.
all over the place. Although, I wonder if that's. Would that be the case, or this your L's just be like?
No. Bizarro
it'd
Jordan
be
will still take L's.
multi-dimensional.
That's inevitable. That's
I
inevitable.
think
Bizarro Jordan will
Hey,
still take
I
L's.
was on time today. And last week.
You
you were, but that's just one semi like L at loss. Like you lose a
It's
bit of
not
an
late.
L.
I've only
So,
slept in like 2 or 3 times.
oh,
I've
you
actually-
slept through the whole stream like I did as well.
Yeah, as if
On
included.
the same week.
Normally I'm only like 2 to 5 minutes late, so shut up.
Okay.
We do have another super chat from Mr. Gary Gammon. I shall put this down because we're not really talking about anything right now. How many seasons do you think that the rest of the Arrowverse will have? Now, in regards to the Flash, it's still unpredictable. I would say season 9 or season 10 definitely. Superman and Lois, season 5, I would say. Stargirl, I think that could go on. But Max, I don't. I would say Stargirl will go on. It's over season 6. I would say that.
Season 6?
Um,
Nah.
No, not over season 6.
I
5.
feel like
maybe.
it has the same sort of chance potentially as Superman Lois, or you just said round 5 maybe.
Season 5. Yeah.
Season 4 or 5.
Could or 4.
I
Yeah, it's
don't
just
see
a
any
couple
other
years
show in the
left.
Arrowverse having
Unless there's-
longevity.
Unless there's unless they get like add new shows to the Arrowverse, which I'm not sure.
Of
if it
course, we
will.
could get new shows along the way as well. If we do get Justice U, which I don't think is gonna happen anymore, but if we do get Justice U, that could of course go on. If we that's pretty much it, right? Yeah, Gotham Knights will still. I know that part of the Arrowverse, but I think that could go on if. Well,
Oh,
Mark Pedowitz did say a comment or something, and it was like, we don't plan on like getting rid of the CW for DC content anytime soon or something.
he said we're still
That's
very
it,
much
yeah,
in
wait.
superhero media or something like
Yeah,
that.
so They made it seem like it'll go on for ages and it'll never end.
This is what it's from Variety.
But the thing is, they could just be adding like heaps of disconnected shows, like just in
True.
their own bubble.
Here
Like,
it is.
not in the same
We're staying in the
universe.
superhero business. Pedro has said on a press call ahead of the network's annual upfront presentation for advertisers, we are staying working with Greg Berlanti, who has masterminded creatively the CW DC universe. So yeah, they're sticking to these DC shows. So I'm guessing we're gonna get more and more as the years go by. So yeah, hopefully we do get more like connected Arrowverse shows, because I wish Gotham Knights was part of the Arrowverse. I wish, but it's not.
Wait, did they actually say it wasn't? Or we just
Clearly not.
It clearly isn't. Yeah.
Or maybe Batman dies between season 3 of Batwoman. And
Or he's already. We don't even know if he's dead or not.
Exactly.
well, maybe they find his body or something.
I don't think it's because Stephanie Brown, completely different Stephanie Brown.
But when
Did
was
we have
she
Stephanie Brown
Batwoman?
on Batwoman?
Yeah,
When?
we had Stephanie
was
Brown on Batwoman season 2.
When? Well, okay, well, I didn't watch it, so I didn't know that.
What?
I
Who's
didn't watch
Steph-
season 2 of Batwoman, so
I
I
don't
don't know
remember
if it's
Who's Stephanie Brown Batwoman? Wait.
I swear she was on.
Justice League's probably not happening, let's be honest.
She
It's
was
not gonna happen.
Do you not remember Stephanie Brown's a spoiler?
Oh, the one Luke made out with, right?
Yeah,
Is it? Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah. She'd be cool to have. What was I gonna say?
Justice League.
Oh, Justice You. I want it to happen because Diggle is like one of the he is the proper OG Arrowverse character left that still appears. So because of that, I would really love Justice You to continue, just so his story continues. I really want to see that Diggle Green Lantern story continue as well, and that's why I want Justice You to happen.
I just don't understand how David Ramsey is still interested in playing Diggle after 8 years plus many episodes since then and crossover.
Well, I mean, he's had a decent length of break right now. So there's probably some hope, or I don't really know what you'd say,
he's just
excitement about the character coming back, or interest.
Basically, the short answer is he's unemployed. He needs work. There we go.
Well, he's been doing directing gigs, so he's not necessarily unemployed.
Other shows are just Arrowverse.
I'm not sure, but he's been doing quite
No.
a lot for Arrowverse, so.
Exactly, it's just the Arrowverse because he's unemployed everywhere else. Anyways,
But I don't know. Oh wait, no, never mind. I was gonna say, do you think we'll see Diggle next year on the Flash?
you're really milking the stream. All right,
We are milking the stream. I think this is the
Anyways,
longest
thanks
one.
guys for watching. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Be sure to join Flashverse's channel. I don't know what the benefits are, but just you can read the benefits by clicking the join button. Thank you very much, Flashverse, also Eric Wallace and Arrowverse Scenes for being on this stream. Make sure to check out everyone's channels in the description and stuff. And yeah, that's it. Same time next week. Actually, no, Flashverse, you probably won't be able to make the next.
No, I'll make the stream next week. I'll definitely make the stream.
Stay tuned for that.
Update though. One thing. Because episode 17 is an Allegro episode, I might not watch that episode. So don't expect a review from me for episode 17. I might end up doing it if my mind changes, but for now at least, just like last season, because it's an Allegro episode, I don't care about it. I'm not gonna watch it. So because of that, don't expect a review from me about it. But yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess.
Yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next week. See you.
But I mean, I'm Eric Wallace now, right? So of course,
Jordan's triggered.
Jordan, you're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere.
You're holding me captive. Please
we are
help
holding
me.
you
See,
Yeah,
and he's
mine's-
holding Arrowverse Scenes captive too. Look at his caption. Please help me. We're all
Say
trapped in his
something
dungeon.
cool.
We don't do these streams voluntarily. He forces us. He holds us at gunpoint.
You're
Yeah, look at that guy. Look at it.
haha, my friend. Stop spoiling.
Oh,
Okay,
No spoilers,
bye.
my friend. There's massive
ya.
spoiler territories. But yeah, guys,
Bye.
I
End
will
it.
see you guys
Bye.
in my next video. So yeah, goodbye. And Jordan's and Nell as well. That's